Hello everybody. Hello friends. My name is Lady Calamere. Welcome again to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my 46th video, and that will be on pendulums and the proper use of pendulums. I have quite a few, but these are the ones I use the most. Now pendulums, you can get them, this is my favorite by the way, you can get them made of surgical steel, crystals. You can have different stones on them and different shapes, even a Merkaba store. Whatever is good, whatever works for you, whatever is weighted correctly, because some of them are quite flimsy. Now, I'm going to show you something. So here we have something with the pendulum, and you see how it says up, yes and no, this way maybe, and searching. Now I want you to look at this, okay? Just look at this. Now how to use this. Okay, now watch very carefully. This is how you use this. You take it, right? No matter what it's made of, it is absolutely worthless. Whether it's made of paper, velvet, 24 karat gold plated, diamond engraved, inlaid with jewels, it is absolutely worthless. And I'm going to tell you, because you have to know what your own yes and what your own no is. Okay? Some people will get a yes that's like this. Some people's yes is like this. Some others are like this. Mine is different. Every time I ask for a yes, I get this. And I'm moving it. Okay, that's me moving it. My no is like this, okay? Now, how do you find your yes and no? You have to ask. Second of all, just asking the air. Am I gonna go out on a date tonight? Who are you asking? Am I gonna get laid tonight? Am I going... So say no. Am I... That was embarrassing. Should I go to the store tomorrow? Who are you asking? Seriously, who are you asking? What? I mean, it's like talking to yourself. I mean, it's silly. I mean, why don't I just call up someone random number on the phone and say, hey, do you want to be my friend? Or call someone up, I don't know, call someone up, make them, hey, want to come over tonight? Oh, I don't know who you are, but, you know, you seem pretty cool. Want to come over? Ha ha ha. Come on. First of all, it's stupid. Second of all, it's dangerous. Now, pendulums, you know, as with any divining source, you want to have a little sacred space. Maybe have a little, even a little prayer or a little mantra. That's what I do. Or you may want to surround yourself with the white light or blue light, you know, spiritual. We're not talking about just turning on a white light. There goes a white light. We're talking about spiritual light. Also make sure you have a pen. This is this is the pendulum I love the most. This is Indian moonstone. And a shadow. You can't resist. You know you're not supposed to be doing that. He's covering it up. So everyone's going to think that when they see this, they're going to think this video is about a cat. Now, the best book I ever read on pendulums, I mean, the finest book I ever read, was by Diane Stein. I don't have it anymore. I gave it to someone who used to be my friend. We kind of went our separate ways and, you know, issues and everything. But Diane Stein, Pendulums, fantastic book. I suggest you getting this. because it has more. It's good. It's good for, especially for beginners, but also for intermediate, and you know, it has other things than just asking yes or no. It also has a way of training the mind. And okay, so what do we ask the pendulum? You ask yes, no, maybe questions. Okay, something that can be a yes and no. You don't ask the pendulum, what color should I dye my hair? It's not gonna be able to answer it. Should I dye my hair blonde? Now there's this yes or no question. Let's see. What other stupid question? Well, let me just say this. Yes or no question. Is this person cheating on me? Yes. Now, who is this person cheating with? Who's my other half cheating on me with? It's not gonna be able to tell you. Now, not that my man is cheating on me. He wouldn't do that. So, also, like, say, should I buy eggs today? Now, if you say, what color eggs should I buy? It's not gonna be able to answer. Should I go to a Chinese restaurant? Maybe it might be answered. Maybe say maybe. Okay, should I go to King Wok tonight? Might say no. Who knows what's going on? Maybe you might get into an accident. I don't know. Maybe you might get foodborne illness, aka food poisoning. Who knows? Maybe shit. Now, if you ask which restaurant should I go to, it's not going to be able to answer. Should I go to Green Dragon Chinese restaurant? I might say yes, so you might have better luck there. So anyways, also with the pendulum, when you first get it, you may want to bless it. Right now my cat's blessing it with his magic, but you may want to bless it, put your energy on it, you know, keep it with you. You can sage it, you can burn dragon's blood around it, put oils on it, holy water, moon water, whatever, bless it this or bless it that. Now also care should be taken depending on, you're gonna get hurt. No. But depending on the material, you may not want to leave it in salt too long, because sometimes it can literally eat through the material. That happened to me. True story. I had this nice silver alloy and I didn't know, and it literally ate through the chain. So, lesson learned. And some crystals, if you put it in water, it will start dissolving. And some crystals should not be put in sunlight too long. So, depending on what it is, because the sunlight will bleach its color. Lesson learned. I've done that with some of my crystals way back in the 90s. Or late 80s, early 90s. I messed it up. And I've been doing witchcraft and the occult since 1983. Okay? So, it's a long time. And I'm going to teach you about pendulum, because I for a while got fed up with pendulums because I kept getting wrong answers because I was using that type of format. Like already laid out which way the pendulum should go. Not relying on my own answer, not relying on what my yes and no should be. And by the way, even if you know your yes and your no, you should always ask, what is, show me a yes, show me a no. Show me a maybe, show me a searching, and show me a prefer not to answer. Now you could just go yes and no and show me a maybe. And you can get more like show me prefer not to answer, or searching, which is gonna search. Now there's so many more things you can do. And we'll get into that. So I'm going to just do a little mantra. And I'm going to do an example reading. Also, before that, you need to like sometimes you may want to do a calibrate answer. You know when they do like a polygraph test, they'll ask you your name, maybe how old you are, something to calibrate it. Or is your hair, what is your hair color, black, just to see it. So, but if you keep asking these trick questions, eventually you're going to get trick answers. If you keep asking stupid questions, you're going to get stupid answers. Trust me. I've had this with a friend, this same scenario with a friend who doesn't believe in divination but believes in magic, and it just didn't go well because he kept on, do about 3 up to 4 or 5. After that, the spirit's really going to get mad at you. I mean, how would you like it? And I do this to people sometimes. Someone kept asking you stupid questions. You're going to get upset. You're going to be like, if you're just going to ask me stupid questions, I'm not going to answer you anymore. So you're going to get a cold reading. It's called a cold reading. So we don't want any cold readings. Now, I'm going to get into the pendulum, but okay. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sunganhim Pushti Vardhanam Uvarukamiva Bandhanan Michor Muksya Mamartat. Om Aim Hring Klim Shamandaye Viche Swaha. Dum Dum Dumavate Swaha. Father Shiva, Mother Kali, Great Dumavati, please be here with me now and guard and guide me. I am teaching about the pendulum, so please protect me and help me to answer some questions. Okay, so we get it like this. Show me a yes. My yes is always going to be Kalima, show me a yes. Kali Shiva, show me a no. Sometimes it can pick up what you're thinking too. Right before you say it, it may start changing it. Show me a maybe. So it's changing. And as you can see, my maybe is Jessel. Show me a searching. Okay, show me a searching. Sometimes you may have to ask it several times. There we go. Now it's going Widdershins, which is counterclockwise, anti-clockwise. Show me a prefer not to answer. Now it's going diagonal. That's always for me. Okay, my cat's name is Shadow. Yep. Let's ask. To my hand, my arm. Getting tired. Does Shadow drive me nuts? Yep. I love him. Let's ask a no question. Does my man have long hair? I wanted to show you. See how it's going? This way? Do I like to get drunk? Pretty much I haven't drank in a long time, so, and sometimes it will even go faster and faster, and sometimes it could be there's like a weak yes and a strong yes, like yeah, kind of, but then like a strong yes, say it will just like almost fly out of your hand. Like, I've literally had, like, I was holding it, and I literally had a pendulum swing right out of my hand. Or even to the point of hitting me in the face. You know, because I would get a strong yes. Thank you, Shiva, Kali. Thank you, Dumavati. Be polite. Thank the deities, you know. Be polite. Oh. What other things can a pendulum do for you? Sometimes you can detect portals. And sometimes with a portal, it can literally start swinging. Like just almost out of control, depending on how strong that portal is. Sometimes it could start going like this. And I would go in and I would just say, I would just go in and just go like this and think, is there a portal here? There it goes. Going, no, there's no portal here. But when you're moving, sometimes you can't, and you're just standing still. Sometimes it's like when you're moving and all of a sudden you're standing still, sometimes it's just going to tell you, it's just going to go like this. So that's really interesting when you want to cleanse a house, or if you're doing ghost huntings and investigations. It's another use of the pendulum. Now, some people use this with the Ouija board. I've never used a pendulum with a Ouija board. And yes, I have used a Ouija board. And I will one day do a video on that. You know, eventually I will. And I've taught about the Ouija board. And that should take a lot of care with. And that's the one that's going to open you up the most with these spirits, other than doing mediumship and stuff. But Ouija boards can be quite dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. And if you're just screwing around with it. So, pendulums are good. I use a pendulum a lot. I use it to ask. You can ask, you know, you can call your spirit guide. And the people who don't have spirit guides kind of bother me. There's usually something wrong with them. So you want to have, like, you can ask your spirit animal, spirit guide, deity, you know, you can saint, an angel, demon, a ghost that's inhabiting the home. So, but it's always good to ask for protection. Even if you're going to be going into ghost hunting and investigations, you always want to have protection, right? So, sometimes these hauntings, you know, is like going into a prison house. And all the cells are opened. And you have no gun. So, you may want to have a little bit of protection. This way it protects you. Like whatever. Like a seal, like a bubble around you. It will help protect you. It's sort of like prison riot. You have your riot gear on, right? So you're protected. You got your baton, you got your shield, you got your helmet, you got your gun, you got your bulletproof vest. You got your tear gas, rubber bullets, real bullets. Because if you go into a prison riot and you have no protection, oh well, it's your ass. Same thing with the spirit, sometimes with these hauntings. Now, another thing is that Diane Stein has diagrams. And these diagrams are not a yes or a no. She actually teaches you, okay, so this is why some people say, oh, readings can't be real, blah, blah, blah. Because you literally train your mind. And let's see. Make a clockwise circle. Make a clockwise circle. And you really think about it, make a clockwise circle. Make a clockwise circle. Make a clockwise circle. Make a clockwise circle. Stop. 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 Okay, it's stopping. Okay, what way do I want to go? Go back and forth. Up and down, back and forth. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay. So, yeah, sometimes you want to keep your arm as steady as you can in your hand. And I know it's a little bit hard when you're breathing. But the thing is, it's like sometimes also another thing is, if you're unsure, let's just say, if you're asking, is someone cheating on you? Let's say you have, is my wife cheating on me? And it goes, yes, and you're scared. Okay, you say, is my wife faithful to me? And it might go, no. Okay. Is my wife cheating on me a bunch of times? And it might start going, yes. And then you can clarify by saying more than once, and it might go, yes. I'm doubly moving it. You can see it. I'm just giving you an example. Is she cheating on me with my brother? And it might go, boom. You know? And, you know, but sometimes you can ask the same questions in different ways, and if you keep getting the same answer, you know you're not getting a cold reading. Cold reading is when you're getting a wrong reading, when either nothing's there as answering, or sort of like, you know, when you call someone, they're not answering. It's a cold phone call, or it's a busy signal. Or the spirits is preferring not to answer, or just not answering, or you're not concentrating. Sometimes, you know, we got to just focus on that question. Focus, focus, focus. Now, other things that you can use for the pendulum. You can, Diane Stein says in her book, she actually could put up a map of like your home, and, you know, like a kitchen, bedroom, is my keys in the bedroom, is my keys in the kitchen. Sometimes it can literally help you find it. Or you could just sit there, is it under my couch? Because sometimes just figuring it out. Just if you have a big home, is it under my couch? Well, in my home, I have 2 couches. So which couch? The one in the den or the one in the living room? You know, I have, you know, if it's on my couch, and then so sometimes it's better just to draw a diagram if you're looking for something. So, okay. So, can you be left open for spirits to attach themselves to you with a pendulum? Not as much as with a Ouija board. However, like I said, always do a prayer of protection. If you're in a haunted situation, you're doing ghost investigation, like I said, you should always power up with mantra or prayer or even a spell of protection. Wear some blessed jewelry, whether it's, you know, whatever religion. It could be Wiccan blessed, it could be blessed by ceremonial magician, or, you know, Christian, Jewish, it doesn't matter. You could wear some satanic jewelry if you're a Satanist for protection. That's fine. Jewelry that's been blessed, that you believe in, especially if you believe in it, it will help. So if you're talking to a ghost that's there, that's pretty bad, You know, you can ask for your help of your spirit guide and then talk to the ghosts and like, or you hear to bother someone and it might say yes. Or you hear by choice and it might say, no, I'm not here by choice. Do you want to be released? Is this why you're bothering the person? And it might say yes. And then sometimes ghosts will do that. They want help. Not all of them. Some of them are assholes. But some of them actually want help. And it is sometimes, are you being kept here by a stronger force? And if it says yes, then we got to deal with that stronger force. Most likely, you could help that spirit find peace, but sometimes that stronger force may try to pull it back or make it believe that it's subjugated. So those are some other things. And sometimes you may want to know which deity is going to help me. Will Brahma be able to help me, or Shiva? Which one should I use that's really going to help me? Is Dhyana going to help me? Is Agate going to help me? So we can ask the pendulum that. What else can I talk about the pendulum? Because I'm 26 minutes into this video. And as you can see, he likes the pendulum. I have a bunch of pendulums simply because I like pendulum, but this is my favorite. I bought this at a New Age pagan store, and it was I think it was like $20 or $28, but it's the best money I spent on. And it's just steel. But boy, this thing, like, I would just ask, I was calibrating it and being silly, and it gave me right answers. And I asked silly questions. I said, is that true about you? The shop owner, she said, yep. And it was pretty funny. But I liked it. I bought it. This is my favorite. Out of all of them, if I had to quickly vacate for a bit, I would take this one with me. Hands down. It's pretty sharp, so some of these you have to be careful with your cats because this can cut. And I know some people like to carve their candles with it and stuff, and that's them. But I'm not going to get into that with it here. So there's different ways of holding the pendulum. Some people say when you first really want to get in tune with your pendulum, you put your sort of like hand on your knee, your elbow on your knee, and put your hand on your palm of your head, and that way creating a circuit. And that's kind of hard to do. I know sometimes that's uncomfortable, and some people do that. Some people like to put balls of energy on their pendulum, or pray over it, clasp over it, or keep it on different altars. So some people like to keep their pendulum right by their bedside. Other people put it in a box, some like put it in a silk bag, keep it with your rosary, you know, whatever. Can it get spiritual debris on it? Yes, it can. Anything can pick up negative things. So occasionally it's good to clean it and, you know, just sage it and stuff like that. Oh, mister! See, the pendulum was right. Drive me nuts. Shadow Man. Now, that was not very nice. He doesn't care. And he knows better. He's just being a nudge. So you can make... Okay, and I get some questions. I'm going to... the stupid questions like, if I don't buy it at a pagan store, will it work? Yes, it will work. if I buy my own pendulum, and this goes with tarot, will it work? Yes, it will work. Do I have to get it as a gift? That's up to you. Other questions. If I find a pendulum out in the street, can I use it? Maybe. Was it in a crossroads or in a graveyard? Leave it. Just leave it. Because it could have, I don't know. I would just leave it. It's sort of like finding a box. Ooh, look what I found, this box in the graveyard. Let me bring it home. No. Keep it there. Or in a crossroads or buried. You can keep it. Unless it's a big old box of money. You can keep it. And I'm saying, oh, it's worth burning it. Some asafetida over it or something. I'll put it right in my bank. Or in a safe deposit box or something. No, but seriously, all kidding aside, can you wear your pendulum as jewelry? Yes. So just make sure that it's a pendulum that you like, and do what I tell you. What I gave you advice to. You don't have to believe me. I mean, you can, get one of those mats and really fuck up your readings. I don't use them. I've used them in the past, and I've gotten wrong answers, really wrong, exactly wrong answers, because, like I said, my yes is always like this. Maybe your yes might be like this. Maybe your yes might be like this. But I always ask. So I have good results with it. And again, it's just for yes and no answers, and also for finding portals and stuff like that. But also people use it for Ouija boards and have a beyond yes and no answer, literally spelling things out. But you're having like a big board like this, and then your pendulum has to go like this, and then it I rather use a planchette, but that's just me. So you can use your pendulum with just a few prayers, or you can go into a whole big ritual. You can have your whole altar. Like I just have a little crystal right here, big crystal here. And you just make sure when you're with your cat can fuck up a reading by smacking it. I'm being silly. But seriously. And thank you for watching. So I think I've covered a lot on this, on the pendulum, and a lot of good advice. So if you ever had trouble with pendulums because you were using, or you were relying on someone else's, what someone yes, because people say the yes should be like this and the no should be like this, and you got bad answers, well, now you know why. So maybe you can rebuy a new pendulum and start working on it and see if it works for you. Just ask what your yes and what is your no is. What is it? And if you want to go beyond it, searching, because sometimes the searching is like searching for an answer and the maybe, and because sometimes it's gonna, it will search like, okay, wait a minute, what's going on? And it's just searching. So I'll be moving it now and searching to it will break into an answer like that to get my yes. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, and thank you for that. And if you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. And if you want, please hit that subscribe button so that you'll never miss out on a video. And I want to give a special thank you to my subscribers, because it's because of you that I keep doing these videos. And those who are watching, thank you too, because I'm doing these videos and I do it for spirit and God and Goddess. And also feel free to share this video with your friends, family, group. And always be kind to animals, even if they drive you nuts. He's 17 years old, folks. He's 17 years old this month. He just turned 17 years old. So be kind to yourself and others. Thank you for watching, and blessed be.